Hi everybody, and welcome to the finale of the 75th season of Bearcat Update. As a throwback to past seasons, I am taking the reins back for the last episode of the season. But as for today, I'll be updating you on how the seasons are looking for our fall sports. From the win streak of the basketball team to the conclusion of volleyball and everything in between. Cue the intro. Turkey and green bean casserole didn't seem to weigh the Bearcats down this week as the women's basketball team welcomed Mission University to Bearcat Arena on Saturday in the team's home opener. The long ball wasn't falling in this one, with the Cats shooting only 2 of 19 from behind the arc, but with 56 of their 75 points coming from within the paint and out-rebounding the Lady Patriots 48-29, it didn't seem to matter. A 32-7 scoring run aided by 3 double-digit scoring performances from senior forward Kelsey Fields and company propelled the Cats to their 6th straight win. The 15th ranked Bearcats will open conference play on Tuesday as they welcome the Missouri Western Griffins to Bearcat Arena. Good luck, ladies. The Bearcat men's basketball team will look to kick the slow open to their season as they drop to 1-5 after competing in the Peacock Classic last weekend. After dropping the first game 68-56 against 18th ranked Southwest Minnesota State, the Cats look to break their short skid against Concordia St. Paul. Holding the Golden Bears to a season-low 73 points and containing the nation's leading scorer, CSP guard Antoine Kimmons, to a season-low 16 points did not prove to be enough, as the Bearcat offense could only produce 58 points in this game. A 28-2 run that saw the Cats go 1 of 20 from the field all but sealed the deal for the Golden Bears. The men will join the women's team in welcoming the Missouri Western Griffins to Bearcat Arena on Tuesday as conference play begins. After bouncing the number 25th ranked Ichabods from the MIAA Tournament last week, the Bearcat volleyball team met their match in the form of 3rd ranked Nebraska Kearney. The Lopers got out to a fast start early, taking the first set 25-9. After tying the second set up at 16-all, the Lopers again went on a dominant 9-3 run to take the 2-0 lead over the Cats. A third set that saw mostly the same led the girls in green to the end of their season. We thank our seniors, including 3 of the Bearcats' 4 All-MIAA honorees, for all their hard work over the years. For more on the volleyball team and all that went into such a memorable season, we send it to our reporter, Zac Scott. Take it away, Zac.
Welcome back to Tenacity, the segment where we wrap up Northwest Volleyball's 2024 season. Northwest's season has had so many twists and turns that the whole season is too big for just 2 minutes of content. So let's look at Northwest 2024 highlights this volleyball season. Northwest has had a plethora of ups in the season, with October having the Bearcats' highest win streak of 3 straight sweeps to the likes of Arkansas Fort Smith, Newman University, and Pittsburgh State. The Bearcats took down some high-seeded MIAA opponents as well, and one of these being the Washburn Ichabods, with an early season 5-set victory in the first home game Northwest had, and knocking the Ichabods out of the first round of the MIAA Tournament in 4 sets. The Bearcats also took down the Missouri Western Griffins in 5 sets during their October stint. The Bearcat volleyball team nets their 10th straight winning season with a 6-12 record in their final game, falling against the number 1 seeded Nebraska Kearney Lopers in 3 sets. The graduating senior class includes outside Olivia Durr, libero Kyla Ring, middle Avery Kemp, outside Peyton Kirchhoffer, middle Abby Brunson, defensive specialist Kristen Ford, and setter Natalie Liola. The 2024 volleyball seniors combine for 834 kills, 1,489 digs, 200 blocks, 459 assists, 71 aces, and a combined 623 sets played. Thank you to the 7 seniors mentioned for their outstanding effort during their stint with Bearcat Volleyball. With that, that's all the time we have today. This has been Zac Scott reporting for Bearcat Update.
Hey, it's halftime. If you like what you see, make sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be the first to know when we post new content. But as we head into our first break of the show, make sure to stick around to catch our meeting with the cheer team. We'll be right back.
Are you tired of the same boring old TV? Tired of watching the same recycled content? Then try Gen 2! Gen 2 is your favorite place for all things gaming and tech related. Come check out our wide variety of games and reviews, catch the latest in gaming and tech news. And if you call right now for the low price of $0 down, you will even get 7 free, yes free, of our very own handcrafted shows and stories for your viewing pleasure. Don't miss out and call now to get the entire Gen 2 package for free! Gen 2, the full package just for you.
Welcome back to Bearcat Update. Our reporter Jake Walker sat down with another one of his teammates on the cheer team so you can get to know them and their story. Take it away, Jake.
Welcome back to Meet the Cheer Team. For our final interview, we sat down with another one of our rookie guys.
My name's James Dale Van Dorn, but I go by JD. I'm a first year on the team. My major is marketing with a minor in mass media, and I'm a back spot.
Hailing from the Duluth area in northern Minnesota, JD explains what drew him to Northwest campus.
So it's funny, actually. I was at an NCAA camp in Minnesota going into my senior year. It was my last camp, and I just started asking a bunch of the staffers. There were 4 of them. So I asked a bunch of them like cheer programs around, and Piper Scranberry, I believe her last name is, actually told me about Northwest. At the end of August, me and my dad were planning on going to Arkansas to visit his parents for their anniversary. And I'm like, let's plan some college visits. So I had one in Lamoni, Iowa, and then Northwest. Jackson gave me a tour, and I just loved it. I loved the campus. I loved the guys, like the co-ed and all-girl aspect. Just really made my decision a lot easier.
Despite being a long way from home, JD has had no issues making friends in his short time at Northwest.
I came in and I made a lot of friends with people on the team. After that, I rushed in August, and I just made a lot of friends through that. Eventually joined Sig Ta and have met a lot of super great guys.
Similar to Kari from a few weeks ago, JD spent his whole summer by helping kids around the country grow in the sport of cheer.
So my junior year summer, it was our first NCAA camp. There were only 2 staffers on, and it wasn't the best camp we've ever had. Our next year was a lot better. We had 4 staffers and an HI, and it was great. And at that camp, I was given an application. So it's like a bigger gateway to get into staff. And I sought it out, and I applied, got all my applications in by January, found out in March that I got it, got all the material, got to staff training. It was a crazy experience getting flown out by a company, my first time ever flying by myself. So it was just crazy, like traveling on your own and actually like getting that work experience. It's impacted me being able to teach what you're very passionate about and getting paid for that. Like I've learned so much about how cheer works in like younger people, just seeing it in other states and like around the US.
That's going to wrap up our time with Meet the Cheer Team. For one last time, take it away, Jason.
After concluding their season in a loss to the 13th ranked Pittsburgh State Gorillas, the Bearcat football team will look for new leadership. After parting ways with head coach Rich Wright, A 6-5 record, which stands as the worst record for the Bearcats in over 20 years, was a leading factor in the decision to seek out for a new face at the forefront of the football program. 14 Bearcats were named all MIAA honorees, with senior defensive end Jake Fisher being awarded Defensive Lineman of the Year. A bright future awaits for the boys in green. After becoming just the 12th soccer player in Northwest history to gain all MIAA first-team honors, sophomore Emina Arnau was named to the Division II Conference Commissioners Association Central Region second team. Arnau becomes only the 6th Bearcat soccer player ever to receive these honors. And it was all earned after a season full of impressive performances. Congratulations, Emina. But as we wrap up this episode of Bearcat Update, we'll take our final break. Stick around to catch our first ever live pack and a farewell message from our graphics operator.
Unlike other organizations on and around campus, here, the students do it all.
KNWT is a student-run and student-produced television station.
To support this content, you can go to our YouTube channel at KNWT Channel 8.
And watch the latest shows or even enjoy blasts from the past.
Stay on top of current events and the biggest stories of the week with Northwest News.
Welcome back to Northwest News. I'm Skyler Stamps.
And I'm Wiley Ray.
Get all the latest news coverage and updates about Northwest, the Maryville community, and ways you can stay involved on and off campus. Northwest News every Monday at 8 a.m. on KNWT TV.
As this week's edition of Bearcat Update comes to an end, our reporter Jaden Varner is going to preview next week's Bearcat schedule. Take it away, Jaden.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Next Week in Bearcat Sports. I'm your host Jaden Varner, and with this being our highlights episode, I figured I'd jump on the bandwagon. Now before we get started, I should mention that men's and women's basketball will be in action this week on Tuesday and Thursday, because it wouldn't be Next Week in Bearcat Sports if I didn't fill you in on what's going on. Let's get to the highlights, shall we? Our volleyball team had a fantastic season going 16-12, which got them to the MIAA Tournament, where they got a win over number 25 ranked Washburn, but unfortunately fell to Nebraska Kearney. But despite that, it was great to see our Bearcats fight to the very end, and congratulations to Abby Brunson, Peyton Kirchhoffer, Kyla Ring, and Ella Caffrey on their all-conference nods. Since we're highlighting players, there's a certain Bearcat Update scriptwriter that I think I should highlight too. As a wide receiver, he racked up over 700 yards along with 2 touchdowns. As a Bearcat Update scriptwriter, he probably racked up over 15,000 words typed. But the reason I'm highlighting him is because he's decided he's doing this whole graduating college thing. So for everyone here at Bearcat Update, we appreciate you. Just look at him. That aura is insane. We're going to miss that guy a lot. Anyway, that's all the time we have. Back to you, Skyler.
Thanks, Jaden, but that's all the time we have for today. I'm your host, Skyler Stamps, and this has been the 75th season of Bearcat Update. But before we shut things down, one of our crew members says goodbye to this special season. For the last time, take it away, Reece.
Hello, friends. We've made it. Bearcat Update 75 is over. At the start of the season, we promised that our show would be better than ever in this anniversary season, and every week, the folks here at Bearcat Update have been working hard to deliver on that promise. In the last 3 months of Bearcat sports coverage, we've talked historic upsets, heartbreaking losses, coaches new and old, interviewed volleyball players, soccer players, gotten to know some excellent fans as well as the cheer team, and celebrated KNWT hitting 1,000 subscribers. Along the way, we've produced an episode with half a crew, put together a live pregame show and volleyball broadcast, received an FCC violation, and earned some awards. It seems safe to say here, in the waning minutes of this final episode, Season 75 has certainly been one to remember. Now, we've earned a break. Bearcat Update will return in January for Season 76, where we hope to bring you the best sports content yet. To be there when it kicks off, be sure to subscribe to KNWT TV here on YouTube and click the bell icon to get notified when we go live. As we bid farewell to you, dear viewer, we also say goodbye to our beloved senior crew member as he graduates and moves on to bigger and better things. This semester, we say so long to Bearcat wide receiver and superstar scriptwriter and teleprompter man, Luke Mathews, who will soon be gone, but never forgotten. This has been Reece Hill, and on behalf of all of us here at Bearcat Update, we wish for you to stay safe, have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and we'll see you next season.